Hey guys, how are you? I'm working on the Defender today. I'm working on an idea that I had last year, and of course, I didn't think to work on it until it got cold again. So, last year I put a heater in this under the seat, and while I was doing that, I had this idea to get one under the hood and plumb it through, and I'm obviously talking about the Chinese diesel heaters. I have a broken one right here. What? A broken Chinese diesel heater? They sent me a new one. I have this old one kind of for mock-up. All right, sorry about that jump cut. I had to re-rack my brain because I forgot what I was talking about. So last year I said, oh, there's enough room in here to just put one into the actual system, run the heater under here, and it goes through your actual vents, through your defrost, all that. Why has nobody done that yet? It doesn't make sense that nobody's done that yet. It seems like a very simple thing to do. I'm probably gonna find out that it's not simple at all, but my idea, I'm gonna move this and this out of the way. I'm gonna clear out everything that's under there. Ideally, I get some cardboard and I sheet metal my own box. And I possibly get rid of the heater core altogether because it's shit, it doesn't work. It doesn't put out enough heat. So I might loop my heater hoses into each other, get rid of this completely, and make a whole new system and see if I can make that work. On top of that, I think that I'll also make a box to enclose this actual heater in. I'm not just gonna stick it under the hood. I'm gonna put it in a box that's insulated to keep the heat in. And I'm gonna insulate, I try to insulate everything because I want to make sure that I receive all of the heat and that I have the minimum amount of heat dispersed, lost heat. I don't want to lose heat. That's what I'm saying. So ideally, I get that heater as close to the firewall as possible. And I really think that I'm just going to get rid of this completely and loop these lines in on each other. But first, I'm going to take some stuff apart and look and see what I got going on. I might go ahead and pull the hood off the Defender, but not tonight because I'm not going to do too much work on it tonight. I bought an Isuzu Trooper, so now I can work on this without being worried about having it out of commission for a little while. Also, I really want to address some of the rust, but also that's just such a big job, and I don't really care. It's not a beautiful Defender. It's like my work truck Defender that I drive every day. So I think that the rust repair is going to be down the road when this either becomes a project or the next guy's problem, because I might just end up selling it eventually. Anyways, I'm going to get to work. All right, quick check-in on what I have decided. I'm removing this whole box, and I'm going to replace the heater core, and this box will make a whole bunch of new room. And the motor, I'm gonna fab up a different motor, and I'm going to plumb this bad boy right here straight off the firewall. I'm gonna make a custom box, and I'm gonna probably have to move the mounting of the windshield washer fluid out a little bit. There's plenty of room. I'll mount the windshield washer reservoir on the actual box that I make for this, but I'm gonna replace the whole original system with my own new and improved and better system, and then I'm gonna patent it. and y'all can buy it from me. I'm going to outsource it to China to make some little insulated sheet metal boxes. I'm kind of being serious. This video might be like 2 years in the making because I want to legally own what I'm about to make because I think it is such a good idea. I hope I can get it to work. It's going to make me feel so good. I'm going to get back to work, removing this, and maybe make a cardboard mock-up. Maybe. Real quick too, I forgot. I removed the original heater hoses and I just looped it onto itself. Pretty simple shit. That's all. All right, so I've removed the box and I've come up with a plan. So I think you can see that this square is the little entrance, right? Pretty simple, except that I need to make the square go to the circle, kind of like that scene in Apollo 13. I'm pretty sure that was a scene in Apollo 13. So luckily I have the old box that I can use as a reference, and I think it'll be pretty simple. I just have to make, I mean, hell, I can literally trace out this whole thing with cardboard and make that super simple, and make a little box with a hole in it, and then the output will just be there, and then some bracketry to hold this up, like just basically making a tray. That's just a start to see if this whole thing's even gonna work. Then I want to bring the air inlet to the fresh air inlet right here where the original is. And I'll probably do the same thing, just make a template with this. And for the mock-up, I'm just going to use the supplied stuff, that the supplied tube that came with this kit. Then I will, on the bottom, have an intake, fuel, and exhaust, which I will route. Well, this is actually my fuel filter right here, and it's got an outlet, another outlet, so I can maybe tap into a line over here. I'm gonna have to look into that. I'm not sure. I don't want to mess anything up over here, so I'm gonna have to get with a professional and see if that's a possibility. Maybe, and by that I mean I'm gonna Google it. And then route my intakes and exhausts down here. I might route my intake for the combustion chamber over here too. I think that's a good idea. I'm just thinking out loud right now, but I think it's all gonna come together. I think it's gonna be pretty sick. I think that it's gonna be my most viewed YouTube video ever. It's gonna have like 120 views. But I'm really thinking that I should maybe build this and patent something, because it's just so. I think the Defender community would really like it, and then you can just rock two. See, my idea is that I can rock the one under the hood, and that'll come out my defrosts and how my feetsies and my defrosts, and then have the one that's under the seat could actually be pointed backwards to the cabin area, and you could have so much heat. It'd be so hot, it'd be like a sauna. And you know, I think it's all gonna come together, and then I'm gonna have to really like make this thing a lot nicer. I've been using it too much as a user vehicle. Or what I could do is buy another one and make it the nice one. That'll never happen. Although I did find a Santana Defender for $5,500, and it's already had the motor and stuff pulled. I'm just like, man, I want to buy that thing and LS swap it. But I got, I got too many projects. Look at all this, everything. I have a tendency to put too much on my plate, thinking that I can eat it, and I'm not that heavy of an eater. So then I get a whole bunch of stuff, and I can't get anything done, and then it just gets me depressed. Even though I have so much things, I should be really happy. But I'm not depressed, not this time, because this is going to be badass. I'm really happy. I'm really happy about this. I'm going to keep, not going to keep going to work or keep working on it right now. I'm going to quit and go hug my wife in cuddles. All right, y'all. I'm on the couch with Morgan. She's hiding. We're eating some pizza. I'm editing this video and I keep talking about like putting a patent on this thing. Not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. Big dreams. I got a little brain. It's just not going to work out. I also have a small wallet, and it's expensive, apparently, to make a patent, and even more expensive to defend a patent. So even if I got it patented and someone else was like, fuck you, I'm going to do it, and, you can't do anything about it, they'd be right, because I don't have $50,000 to dish out to hire a lawyer to fight them. So, every time I say, I'm really thinking I'm going to get a patent on this thing, it's a lie from an ignorant previous self that I was. That's it. Intermission complete.
You used a bad word.
I say fuck all the time. Look what I have created. Out of cardboard. It's a little stand and a little adapter. So, square thing, little square box with a circle hole. I'm an engineer, apparently. I mean, whew. That was hard work. And a little bit of a stand here that sits on the foot box, essentially the same way that the original heater box did. And this can be, I think, pushed up a little bit to get everything level. And obviously it'll all be mounted right now. Oh, it's all cardboard, so it's kind of wiggly. And this is upside down because I didn't cut holes for this in the cardboard, but I will cut holes in the sheet metal version. Right now, these two pieces aren't connected together. They will be. I'm still debating on the best way to do this, but this is a good start, I think. And I still want to go with, probably boxing this whole thing in and insulating it. I also had a idea of maybe kicking it sideways, which also wouldn't be that hard, and it would clear up more room over here since there's, all this empty room in here. But I also could possibly make the whole box come under the fender to this air intake. Could also possibly, I could reuse. So the way this works, the air intake comes through this side, obviously. So if I enclose the whole thing, I feel like it makes the most sense to the simplest would be to just run like a tube from here and make an adapter right here. But if I made a whole box that came over here maybe, and the whole thing was insulated, might give me a little more insulation to keep the heat in the heater, and because right now, there's a thing in here, the combustion chamber, and literally that just gets hot and the air comes in, and the only thing really insulating the combustion chamber is the plastic around it, which isn't insulated at all. It's just plastic. So if I made a better box, if I made a better box or a bigger box around it full of insulation, I could keep the heat in better, which results in a hotter cab. Should result in a hotter cab. I don't know yet. But I think I got a good start, considering I've only invested like an hour of my time in this so far. I need a stapler for all this cardboard making. I might go buy one. I also need some better cardboard. I'm not lacking in cardboard, obviously. So I might find the sturdiest box I have and start cutting it up. See what happens. I'll check in, and or should this just be the rudimentary mock-up, not mock-up, the trial version where I literally just make something to hold this all in place and hook up a heater. I gotta buy a new heater. I don't even have a good heater. This one's broken. Just make the stand and the adapter and see if it even works before I put a bunch of time in. That's probably the best way to do it. I think that's what I'm going to do. Simple, as simple as possible, just to hold the heater in place and the adapter, which I can, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to maybe pull some sheet metal out and start cutting stuff up to make at least the adapter portion. I'm going to do it. Okay, guys, please understand that this is my first time trying to make anything out of sheet metal. Like actually like make something. I've cut some pieces to patch, but like making an object out of sheet metal, it's my first time. I think it didn't turn out too bad. I mean, it's super simple. I understand that. But I think all in all, it turned out pretty good. It's a mock-up, you know, it's a mock-up. I actually have been playing around on the internet with Onshape and learning how to, you know, do stuff like that. So I think that I can actually, when all this is done, I think I might put it into Onshape and get like, send it to a custom sheet metal place and have them make one, depending on the cost. But that's way down the line. Right now, I'm just trying to make something that works. So we've got that. It goes over the factory box inlet. And that goes into the hole. And then I'm going to make a holder of some sort that bolts into here, the original holes. Also, I'm going to make some tabs that bolt this into the original holes. I believe that I'll have this operational in like a week. I just ordered a new heater. I'm gonna put some threaded nutserts in these two holes. I don't know what these originally have, but it had through bolts, which is just stupid. So I'm gonna put some nutserts in there and make a platform out of metal, and probably just something super simple, and I'll probably throw a strap around the actual heater. So it'll be sitting there, and I'll probably have a strap around the whole thing to keep it from moving. And I'll probably run an intake air tube into just into this opening right here, because I still like driving my Defender, and I want to be able to drive it while I'm working on stuff like this. Because it's a super nice day today. I'd really like to drive it. Anyways, maybe not. Maybe it might be down for the summer. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm going to get back to work. Okay, I'll build something else. I kind of switched gears here with how I was going to do it. I made it out of wood for now, because honestly, I had this wood. It's just easier to work with for a mock-up, I feel like. So I've got this. First off, man, y'all are gonna get mad because I'm using my fenders as a desk. You're like, oh my gosh, why are you doing that? But the paint on this is pretty shit, so it doesn't matter. So I've got this suspended by a, you know, just to keep it where I needed it. And this will sit in there. And I've got, I kind of gouged a adjustable thing here so that I can get this to the right height to get the heater sitting level. Then I can weld the adapter here to the bracket that's gonna bolt to the firewall here. And then I got two holes down there in the footwell that I can attach brackets to this, and it'll be attached at 4 different locations. Then I can use this kind of as a template to build a box around the heater. But in lieu of the box, I can actually just use it to support the heater and create a system that actually works before I put too much energy into this. I'm also trying to focus on making it adjustable because, you know, I have one heater, someone else has a different heater. So that'll be another thing. I feel like, y'all, I can't spend that much money on a Webasto. I think that's how you say it. But, you know, I want to make sure I'm building something that would work for that if I ever wanted to try to market this, because I know nothing about that and I don't know if there's an industry for it. I feel like there's a want for it, but I feel like there's a lot of people that wouldn't want to get rid of their heater core completely unless this system really, really works. So I know there's people buying like $400 heater cores, $500 heater cores that are better, you know. So this has the benefit of being remote control, and you can turn it on without running your engine. I think I'm onto something here. I'm gonna get back to it. So y'all, I just hit an exciting step in this journey of this Land Rover Defender heater project. But I'm gonna have to split this into 2 videos because I talk too much. I talk way too much, and I want my future lovers of me, not future like lovers. My wife is my only lover, but I mean future people that love me and want to be like, what was he doing when he was 34? Fuck. What was he doing when he was 34? Anyways, talking to cameras. That's what I was doing apparently. I'm going to go put something together, and then I'm going to go put something else together, and then I'm going to be driving this Defender with the new heater that you guys are just going to be jealous of. Anyways, that's it for this one. Peace.